say, guys, happy Wednesday. Wednesday, guys, over here in South Florida and also in LA. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Guys, first thing first, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. It is the lovely Wednesday evening. Prince Akeem, Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What's cracking like it?
You already know what time it is. We back at it like we never left.
Absolutely, man. Here we're about to put it in like we always do. So let's go, let's go, let's get it, let's get it.
Now we that, but shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, Rumble, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You already know. Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this lovely Wednesday evening. You know we got a lot of things to talk about, man, especially that fatal shooting over there that happened in Metropolis. But before we talk about that one, which is the main topic on today's show, Jordan, we're gonna move on. We're going over there to the sports world. Jordan, what's going on with the sports, big dog?
Let's talk about the NBA. So the NBA is just towards the middle of the season, and the trade deadline is almost next month from now. And one of the big names of the trade markets is Trae Young for Atlanta Hawks. You know, he's been there for the last 6 years and really haven't gone no far. And so now he's on the trading block, and hopefully he'll be traded soon. So we do have a clip from the ESPN Insider Channels. I'll see which team he goes to. So we're going to play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
As we march toward the trade deadline.
Malika, Trae Young's Hawks tenure is coming to an end. He appears to be in his final days and weeks in Atlanta after 7+ seasons together as the face of that franchise. And I'm told both Trae Young and the Hawks know he just doesn't fit with the current team anymore. We've seen the Hawks move and turn the page toward this young core of Jalen Johnson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Onyeka Okongwu. And so both sides now are collaborating on trade talks out of Atlanta, turning the page, seeing where else Trae Young can land to be the lead guard of a franchise elsewhere. And this really started in the offseason when the Hawks decided not to offer a contract extension to Trae Young. And now Trae Young seeking a team that could give him an extension. And also stemming from the fact that the Hawks have played better this season without Young in the lineup. And so here between now and the trade deadline, the Hawks can either move Trae Young, they can wait for his contract to get to an expiring deal in the offseason when he has a player option, or he opts out. That gives them $40 million in cap space in the offseason. But Trae Young appears to be.
So, with that being said, I'm going to throw into the floor, guys. Where do you like to see Trae Young team go? Where would you like to see Trae Young go to? What team?
I would love for the Miami Heat to pick him up because right now Tyler Hero is uncertain. I think he'll make a good fit for the Miami Heat because we do have big players over here. You know, you have you got Bam Adebayo. We have some bench player that's like Djokovic that's also is a bench player who also is like 7 foot. And we have some other people that Jeremy too as well. So I think he'll fit well with the Miami. However, I'm not gonna lie, I won't be surprised if the Brooklyn Nets end up taking him because they also looking for someone strong like Trae Young, who averaged about 20 points a game, 9 assists and like 5 rebounds. He's still a real good player, man. It's just he just didn't fit with Atlanta Hawks at all. That's just my take on that one.
Yeah, for me, he's been there for 7 years. I remember they had one big playoff push when they went to the Eastern Conference Final against the Philadelphia. That was like 2 years ago. But it looks like it's here come to the end. But yeah, I do like Miami, Ronnie. I think that would be a good fit. I think and another team I think that would be a good fit, and I thought they was gonna not be so good, but they started pretty good. Is the Toronto Raptors. I think him being in Toronto Raptors, they do need like a point guard, need a shooter. And I think, you put him into that team, which they are doing pretty good. I think that they could be very, very solid team if you go to Toronto. So for me, I think number one is Miami. I like that part. And also I like Toronto if he goes to Toronto as well.
Oh, that's very interesting.
So personally, phenomenal player, wrong team. He could not just be the face. They needed to build another team around him and have certain key players with him. This is the reason why he can never get a championship. Y'all might be shocked where I think y'all see him. I could see him with Giannis. Him and Giannis on the team with what's the other guy that's already out there? What's his name from California?
Giannis, Giannis, dang, there's so many people on that team. It's hard
Yeah.
to-
So
Yeah.
I could see him in Giannis. I could also see him in Dallas. Dallas got a big guy and they got Kyrie. Him added on the extra, it'll be a threat. Those are only two teams. And to be honest with you, the other team I could see him with Anthony Edwards. If Anthony Edwards had him there, he's already a beast. He's gonna and this guy's a shooter all day. Those are the three teams I've seen he'll be perfect for.
Sounds about right, man. But hopefully they see what Trey end up being with, and we'll keep you guys posted on that, guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because you never know when we go live, but we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to the beautiful and lovely Evelyn Perez that's in the building. Also, shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this lovely Wednesday evening. Shout out to Lady Patriots too as well, that was watching us on Rumble yesterday, and we forgot to get her a shout out. I just saw her comment later after the show. I don't know why her comment doesn't show up. Waha is also in the building. Waha also said Atlanta is running away from paying Trey a $300 million max contract. Makes sense. Down to Marco. Why are you doing this? Why? I swear you like our Google, man. I swear you like our Google. Each and every time you come in, man. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Okay, you already go, guys. You already know what we're heading to next. Money. Money makes the world go round. Money makes our pockets fat. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of financial news, big dog?
Let's get into it. We started off 2026 really good. You know, we talked about oil the last time he was here. Let's talk about crypto. So we're going to get in the depths of crypto, of how we can see some prices when it comes to different types of crypto. See some higher prices in 2026. So we do have a clip from Yahoo Finances. So we'll go ahead and play the first 3 minutes of it, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Brady, it's good to see you. Obviously, it was an interesting year for crypto in positive and negative ways, mostly negative price-wise. So as we go into this year, I guess I would ask first about price, in as much as anybody can predict price. But what are the things you're going to be watching that could be potential catalysts to the up and downside?
The guys at Castle Island Ventures, an investment firm, have been saying that they think that there is an exchange out there who was wrecked by the market disruptions in October. If you remember, there was just like massive losses in October as a bunch of futures went sideways. And they sort of think that might have taken someone big out. And so we've had forced sellers for the last couple of months. If that turns out to be true, if that really is what's been holding Bitcoin down, then once that forced seller is dealt with, things could look really good. Of course, we see Bitcoin up right now. That's probably because people are expecting a lot of oil is going to come to market soon. Those are two positive forces. I also think if regulation comes into focus this year for real, not just like ideas about regulation, which is kind of what 2025 was, we'll see a lot more excitement in the crypto market.
Yeah, I mean, we had stablecoin regulation in 2025, right? The big thing that everybody is looking for now is the so-called Clarity Act, right? That's going to, it's sort of the market piping, if you will, right? Is that the right way to describe it? How do you think that's going to play out?
Well, first of all, just to note, the stablecoin law passed, but it hasn't actually kicked in yet. So, I mean, that's important. But on the Clarity Act, so I don't think the Clarity Act is going to pass. It's just like the Senate just hasn't been able to move that at all. And now Cynthia Lummis, who's been one of the big proponents, has announced that she's retiring. That gives her a lot less political capital to work with in Washington. I just don't think that they can get it done. But I don't actually think it's going to matter, because I think Paul Atkins and the SEC, along with the CFTC, which is now being run by one of Paul Atkins's deputies, is going to give the industry all of the regulations that they were hoping for in 2017 and 2018, and that will be more than adequate to allow it to move forward in a big way. So I don't expect Clarity Act to move, but I don't actually think it's going to matter, because I think the SEC will do a good job.
So yes, like I said, we started off with 2026 real good when it comes to crypto. A lot of people are investing in it, a lot of people are not, but it could be some big things. So I'm throwing out there what you guys think about crypto coming to 2026.
Personally, crypto is going to be an asset class people are going to need to diversify their portfolio with. Don't sleep on it.
Preach.
You know what I mean? The more laws that's coming out, the more regulatory it becomes, the more better to invest, and the more you're going to bank and win on it. But we're not financial advisors. You go talk to a crypto expert to tell you. But honestly, crypto is a lot more easy to understand than stocks, bonds, and ETFs, where it's very there's like a learning curve with it. Crypto is very simple to understand as it is explained. I'll land right there.
But do you guys believe that crypto is going to be the primary source of the U.S. currency in the near future?
Not primary, but it's going to mirror it.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
agree with.
crypto. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, for me, as once we see companies, start, like stores or anything like that, start using crypto, like using start accepting crypto more, then I can definitely see it. But right now, I'll like maybe next year or so, no. But when you start seeing stores starting to accept crypto as money, then absolutely.
See, this is my only thing with crypto. I love the whole aspect of how money starting to revolutionize itself. But when the cryptocurrency at one point, crypto was up like 100 grand. Now it's back down to like 80 to 90 grand. It continues to fluctuate. It's very volatile. I'm always questioning like who's currently is running the cryptocurrency world. You have one guy say Bitcoin is pretty much going this way. Then you have another guy saying it's going that way. So my only guess is, I think crypto, like I'm with you, Hakeem and Joe. I think cryptocurrency is the future, but I still think that it still have some tweak they got to work out, try to figure out. But of course, it's not financial advice. Always speak with a financial advisor, but I continue to do my research on crypto, and I learned from Hakeem and Jordan from last year.
Yeah.
Always put like a few dollars into it, not too much, just a few dollars, and see where your money may land. That's so I'm starting to do that as a financial practice. So, guys, let us know what y'all think about the whole aspect of the crypto world. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Do we need to say more? Thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every time we go live. And people on the Bingo Live say hey to everyone on the panel. Hello, everybody. Make sure y'all come over here on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. We're trying to make the channel grow bigger than ever before. Why High also comes in. Why High, man, one of our biggest supporters comes in and said the Department of War demands the price of $1. That's the only thing I think that's why I don't believe money's gonna go away, because money's still controlled by the Federal Reserve, the U.S. dollar. That's the only issue with that. But let's see how money go. Money continue to revolutionize itself. Moving along to hip hop. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of hip hop news, big dog? And this one is funny.
Yeah, this is. So we're gonna talk about T.I. when it comes to his comedy career. So there was one person who went to see T.I., and he says that he was performing in the arena, and a lot of people was booing him. So don't take my word for it. Go ahead and play the clip after that. We'll chop it up.
Well, do we got the clip of the one when T.I. is actually performing?
Yeah, it should be on there. It's on there.
Okay.
If you think that was bad, nigga, look at this shit. Went to the Barclays for a comedy show. Tip was there. and they violated, booed the shit out of him.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Trust me, I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you. If you see your favorite motherfucking celebrity, do yourself, do me, and the celebrity a favor. Before you go approach these people, think about what the fuck you gonna say. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what happens. Imagine me sitting down in the family. For the niggas up there in the nosebleed violating. And I see a motherfucker in my periphery doing shit like me. Nah, they violating.
So, I'm sorry, that was funny. And he had a trailer out that had a Netflix special coming out, but I don't think it's gonna come out because I think he had to deal with Netflix, but I don't know if it's gonna come out or not. But I would throw on the floor, guys. What y'all think?
Everybody's not made to be a comedian. I understand you want to live your dream. I'm happy that he's living the dream. He always want to be a comedian. And you can see, being a comedian is not easy work. That will always give Steve Harvey the credit. Always give Martin Lawrence the credit. Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart. It is hard to maintain a big audience, especially an audience like that magnitude. T.I. is not ready, man. He's not ready. He should have kept doing small areas and kept improving. Like one of those open mic improv that they be doing, like open mic comedy show. He could have continued to do that, but him putting himself out like that. Sorry, T.I. You should just stay with the rap game. That's what you get at, man. Go ahead.
That's all he should have did that. I hate it when these rappers, these ball players, all try to cross mingle and think they can do everything. You're good at one thing, stick to that. I'm wondering, I don't know if it was an ego thing or he's low on money. You're not going to go to the Barclay and not be funny, man. Come on, man. This the Barclay we talking about in Brooklyn.
It is. Big crowd.
Like, it's just like New York Times Square. You're going to get booed and cursed out. Jesus Christ.
So get this, fellas. I didn't tell y'all when I went on my family reunion vacation in back in Orlando. We actually got tickets to go see T.I. at the Funny Bone in Orlando, right? It was a late night show, so he was the last one to come by, right? And so this is me at the comedy show watching T.I. This is me.
Oh, so you went to go to his show? Why did you record it?
And I was in front too, and he was looking at me like this, and I'm like this. He was sorry. He was sorry. Yeah, luckily we couldn't record anything. We couldn't record, with cameras and everything. But yeah, it was at the Funny Bone, so it was like a small little club. But let me just tell you, he's not that good. He's not that good. The reason, like I said, with our family, we just wanted to do something Saturday night, and the money we put in was like, you know what, if you guys, let's go check him out and everything. But yeah, wherever y'all saw in that clip, I saw for myself. Nah, he ain't it. And I'm very surprised how seriously he's taking this comedy stuff. I thought he'll be like after last year, I thought he'd be done. This man's trying to make this out of career, and he's not that good. He's not that good.
One thing about T.I., he's not gonna quit. Remember, he's a hustle man. He's not gonna quit. Evelyn Perez come in. She comes in and said, "Comedy is not for everyone. It looks like a concert." Well, that was a concert. I was over there, like Hakeem said, I was over there in Brooklyn. He's not a Kevin Hart. Sorry, he's not. He's not. And why I also come, he said 5150 king of.
Yeah. Hey, call Mr. Holcomb is funny.
Shout out to Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, he is funny. I would say some people could do that, but not everybody. Everybody's not able to. And sorry for T.I., man. To be honest, I don't think that hurt his ego. To be honest, I really don't think it's hurt his ego. I can enjoy
it because he can say he's gonna
do it again. He's gonna do
because
it
he said he was getting bullied. He's going louder and louder. I'm like, yo,
he's a rapper. He's a rapper, and he's gonna keep on fighting. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board: YouTube, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every time we go live. We got close to 80 people right now watching us on Bingo Live. We thank you guys so much. We got close to 10, over 10 people right now watching us on YouTube and other platforms as well. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We got a lot of things to cover, man, especially the one that's terrible Freddy shooting that happened over there in Metropolis. But before we do that, Jordan, what's going on with that Chicago Chicago teacher missing in Chicago?
Yeah, so it's a husband of a Chicago teacher said that she is missing. She said that she went to go do her errand and never called back or never heard from her at the time she was on the errand. So we do have a clip from the husband talk about the teacher, and he's going to break it down. So go ahead and play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Just shaking, man. I just need my wife home, man. Seriously. I need my wife home.
Her husband standing with her family tonight, reaching out in hopes that somebody has seen her.
She had a phone, she had a purse, and credit cards. But we don't know where she is.
You know, nigga. Go off.
Brown was on her way to Wicker Park, where she had a long-standing appointment with an acupuncturist. She never arrived. Linda Brown was last seen wearing a long, puffy black coat and shiny Ugg-style boots. She was driving a 2021 blue Honda Civic with license plate CX57470.
Ask her, do she need help? She has her phone. Her phone is still ringing. So if you do see her, please approach her. I'm just shaking, man. I just need my wife home.
So for what we hear, they did pull out her missing and everything when it comes to police and everything. And so far, we don't know anything. No word has come out. So I'm gonna throw it to you guys. What y'all think about this?
I came in Jordan. We talk about this a lot. I always tell women when you step outside, always have your location on. Share your location. Share your location, especially with your significant other, because stuff like this happens. Now you have a husband that's in distraught because his wife is missing. Now, other times there's been a story that they say sometimes the husband has some form of involvement with the wife being missing because he ended up deleting her. But I don't think it's not the case for this story. This story here, something tragically happened to this woman, and hopefully she does return back home. But sometimes it's unlikely.
For me, when I see things like this, for anybody who watch Dateline, Cops, and all this stuff, you usually know when somebody's disappearing. You said it, Ron. It's usually somebody close that knows them. Random acts of violence from a statistic level is very rare. You know what I mean? Not too rare, but it could happen. But we see what's going to happen for somebody to vanish like this that quick. It is troubling to see.
Yeah, but my thing is this too. And the husband said something he said, when I called, the phone still ringing. And if the phone's still ringing, the police will still be able to track the phone.
Facts.
And that's why I'm kind of puzzled right there. What he said, if you can call and it's ringing, you can track the phone. So I don't know if the police are taking necessary steps because they can track the phone easy. It's easy to track the phone. And if the phone is still ringing, it's just some stuff I don't know. I'm not gonna say that she's going to delete it, but the story just sounds kind of flawed in a way. And I don't know. I just want to see some more information come out, because if it is that she's to be deleted, that's sad to hear. But I just feel like there's some missing pieces come to the story, and hopefully there's some more information come out about what happened to her.
When it's a 53-year-old woman, especially a white woman, it's unlikely she's going to be found. It's unlikely she's going to be found unless she don't want to be found. Because, like you said, Jordan, the phone's still ringing. The police don't want to. That to me, that's very alarming too. Because normally they're able to track the person down when the phone rings from the tower. So they're not able to do that. Then, man, I feel sorry for this man. So that's why I say, guys, share your location, man. Share your. If you even go to the grocery store, show your location to your significant other, man. Don't put yourself into harm's way, man. Because this world we living in is very, very dangerous, especially when it comes to aspect of women. Moving on to other trending news, Jordan. What's happening with Michael B. Jordan opening up about the passion for Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah. So it's awards month when it comes to actors winning awards, and after he was on the Critics Awards, he sat down with an interview and really opens up about Chadwick Boseman's death. So go ahead and play the clip. After that, we'll chop it up.
Mueller has said that Chadwick Boseman's death messed everybody up, but might have messed you up the most. And I'm curious if you know what he means by that.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. It's Chad's a very special person, and we had a very just wish I had more time with him. I think that's the hurtful thing. And
do you have those conversations, kind of like, I know you say you can't say it in the flesh, but
yeah,
do you find yourself talking to him?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's he's in a place of higher understanding now. So the saying of they know my heart. He knows my heart, and he understands. And I do speak to him, and there's a moment, bringing it back to Sinners. Like there was a moment where Ryan, it was early in production, maybe like maybe like first or second week or something like that, and me being in the Southern accent, the dialect was and holding it for the entire time was a challenge for me. And Chadwick, when he was playing T'Challa, he never broke. Always kept his accent. When he's at home, when he's on set, he was always had it. And Ryan being, the great director that he is, and sometimes knowing exactly what needs to be said and what an actor needs to hear, to dial in or, and get the best out of him. It was one of those things like, what would Chad do in this situation? And, safe to say we didn't have to, there was nothing else that needed to be said after that, and it really helped me lock in to that element.
So that Southern accent stayed after those words of advice.
Yeah, it stayed in, and it really made a difference for me.
Yeah, as we know, Chadwick Boseman, he passed away back in 2020 from stage 4 colon cancer. Still, still feel his death. So I'm gonna throw it out there, guys. What's your guys' take up when he's probably talking about the loss of Chadwick Boseman?
It's heartbreaking.
For somebody who's lost friends, family members, man, that shit you don't ever get over that, man. That shit hit different. You know what I mean? And the thing is like when he said, I wish I had more time, it's the same thing we all say. Like, enjoy your life. Tell a person you love them. We have to value people every day they're here, because you never know when they're not going to be here anymore.
And that's why I'm always big on reconciliation, reconciling with someone that you have heartfelt fallout with, and then you go ahead and reconcile with, because that'll show you how short life is. He wished he could have some of the moments back where he had with Chadwick, with Black Panther, and I think he also wished that he had him in a horror film with Sinner. But it's just sad that his life was cut short, and he left the earth with no children too as well. So that's another thing too, that how important it is for men to go ahead and start creating a family and don't wait, because it shows you that life is passing us by, folks. And I know, and it's sometimes hard for men to be emotional. I get it, because they told us to be strong and masculine. But to me, it's okay for Michael B. Jordan to be vulnerable at this stage because you lost someone very, very close to you. And to me, I always tell somebody to this day, Black Panther film will never be the same again. Would never.
Yeah, and this just tells me how strong of the press that Chadwick Boseman was when it comes to not just him, but other actors as well, other actors, actresses as well. Um, yeah, I remember when I first heard that he passed away. It was really unbelievable because at first we thought it was, from COVID at the time. But when we saw he had stage 4 cancer, it's like, yo, he been doing this. He had stage 4 cancer while he was, doing Black Panther and everything. And nobody didn't really know about it because he didn't let nobody. He really didn't tell nobody, and he was really working and everything. I remember Jess Hilarious. She had to apologize one time because when he thought he was skinny, she thought he was on something. Found out he had cancer, and she really had to apologize and everything. So, and yeah, it just shows to me how the power and just the beautiful presence Chadwick Boseman was of how Michael B. Jordan talked to him. He got his Star Walk of Fame last week. He was there. Ryan Coogler was there, and many others was there too. So, I was a big fan of Chadwick Boseman. I see, how the power he had playing that Black Panther film and other films that he was playing. James Brown, Jackie Robinson. He played that film as well, and other movies as well. So, yeah, just prayers go out to Michael B. Jordan. I know he still misses his. He would say that's his brother and everything. And his wife. I know she still dealing with it, but yeah, man, like Chadwick Boseman, like I said, he'll be one of the most memorable actors I always do because if he would have, didn't have cancer and everything, he would definitely be one of the biggest Black stars in Hollywood as we speak.
Guys, like how can you say, go tell your loved ones you love them, man. You never know. It'll be your last day on earth. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this lovely Wednesday evening. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you guys choose to be here with us, and we really do greatly appreciate that. Main topic on today's show: Metropolis Mayor Jacob Frey speak out after an ICE agent fatally shot a woman. Whoa, this is big. Go ahead, Jordan. What's going on with this story?
Yes, it's definitely broke news around America. So it happened today in Minneapolis, Minnesota, when ICE agents were out in Minneapolis. Court reports that said the ICE agents, they were stuck in some cloud of snow and everything. And there was a woman who was in the way with the ICE agent, and she was kind of get out of the way. And, and then we see that when she tried to get away, the ICE agent shot multiple rounds to the woman while she drove off. Then I believe she passed away with the injuries while she was in the car. So we do have a couple of clips. So we do have a clip from the mayor, and we have a clip of an eyewitness who actually saw ICE agent shoot the woman. So go ahead and play the clip. After that, we're jumping up.
We collectively are going to do everything possible to get to the bottom of this, to get justice, and to make sure that there is an investigation that is conducted in full. But what we do know is that a 37-year-old woman is dead and that she was shot by ICE. We've dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. Not only is this a concern that we've had internally, we've been talking about it. They are not here to cause safety in this city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America. What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. We collectively, they are already going to do everything possible to get to the bottom of this defense, to get justice, Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody that is conducted in full. But what we do know is that a 37-year-old woman, an agent, is dead, recklessly using power, shot by ICE, that resulted in somebody dying. We've dreaded this getting killed since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. As soon as it happened and we learned of the incident, not only is this a concern that we've had internally, we've been talking about it, was to get the victim to the hospital. They are not here to cause safety in this city. To the family, what they are doing is not to provide safety in America. There's nothing that I can say right now that's going to make you or your relatives, what they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. Or the friends of the victim feel any better. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. There were, I believe, 2 Minneapolis police officers quite literally killing people. And we collectively, they are already going to do the ambulance on the way to the hospital. The second was to get ICE off of the scene. There were dozens, if not hundreds, of ICE and federal officers that were there at the time. Having them there was only causing more chaos. Having them there was only making a difficult situation even more problematic, and one that, yes, they created themselves. There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being in the ambulance hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done. We're going to be working towards justice as quickly as we possibly can right now, and justice is what we've all got to get. Hurt.
They just killed that lady right there in that car, y'all. Killed that lady in that car. Somebody come get their people. It's a lady right there in that car.
Show me one more video of another eyewitness. She's kind of explains it well.
No, that was it. That was it. That was on.
That was it. I thought I said my bad. My bad, because I thought I sent it. But yeah,
you sent it. You just sent it.
Yeah, it's. I think. Yeah, give me one second.
Okay. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that.
Yep, it's on the top. It's the top one. It's right above the main one.
Oh, this one. Okay, gotcha.
Went and was reaching for her door handle, pulled her over, and she started pulling out, and he shot her in the face through the window.
In Minneapolis, an ICE agent fatally shot a woman who allegedly used her vehicle against officers. Video circulating on X appears to show an ICE agent getting out of a pickup truck on a residential street as neighbors stand by recording. One agent can be heard saying, "out of the car," seemingly directed at the driver of a Honda SUV. The vehicle appears to back up slightly, drive forward, then 3 are heard before the SUV crashes into a parked car. After the shooting, protesters were seen on video shouting at officers.
Neighbors, and you're talking to us.
In another clip circulating online, an officer appears to fire a less lethal weapon, striking a protester. Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin gave TMZ a statement. Pause to read the full thing. And Minnesota Governor Tim Walz also released a statement on X saying, "My public safety team is working to gather information on an ICE-related shooting this morning." This story is still developing.
Yeah, so we already know what happened back in 2020 in Minnesota. Now this situation happened with the ICE agent, and it can be very chaotic when it comes to in the state of Minnesota. So I'm those you guys. What you guys take on this?
It's funny how every time Trump is in office, something like this always happened in Minnesota. Have you noticed that? Last time 2020, Trump was in office, it was Derek Chauvin, and then now with George Floyd, and then now you got the same thing with Metropolis, with this woman being fatally shot by a ICE agent. Now, if you ask me, these guys are not policemen. These guys are not like our friends. They are here. Their job is to pretty much do one thing and one thing only, is to get immigrants off the street and have them pretty much deported out of the country. That's what their job here to do. So that was always, I was talking to one of my relative about this one because he actually working in law enforcement. He was saying that the thing is, some of these guys don't even have training like policemen have training. The same thing with the military have training. It's just regular folks, regular people that say, "Hey, I want to make a difference within the community." But by them making a difference in the community, they causing harm than good. Now, this one, we need a thorough, like a really, really deep dive investigation before we point fingers at anyone. But someone being shot and deleted is not the right thing, and I don't care who it is. And I think if an ICE agent did do that, he still need to be held in the same standard of the law. He need to be prosecuted. And you already know how I feel. You need to be deleted. That's just my take on that one.
So if you heard what the person said, you already know it's a shut case.
Yeah.
When a agent, police officer, state trooper gives a directive, she backed up and pulled forward, signaling you using the car as a weapon. She didn't take the keys and throw it out. Now he went and used deadly force because he feared for his life. It's a close shut case. This is why when we talk about comply, but immigrants don't know the laws. They don't understand it. If that person was an immigrant and she doesn't want to go back home, but it is a very sad situation. But for anybody, know what it is. If an agent comes and gets you, comply, because you're not going home. You're gonna be in the box.
So my question is, I'm trying to do research right now on it. Was that person they were trying to get was actually an immigrant or is it United States citizen? That's the thing.
A citizen. She was a citizen.
So then they failed to do a thorough job on that one.
Now, if she a citizen and they target her for no reason, then they're wrong on it.
Yeah, when it comes to this, I actually seen a video. It looks like she, like say, like look at it multiple times. It looks like she was like trying to get away. It's like she wasn't going towards. Sorry, going towards the to the ICE agent and try to hit him and everything. And then while she was trying to get away, he shot them the rounds, and that was it and everything. Now, a lot of people is going viral. A lot of people seen this video, and I think this is going to show, when it comes to people seeing what ICE is doing and how they're using, I would say, bad tactics of how, they taking illegals, and now they they shot and deleted an American and everything. Now you're gonna see a lot of people turn to rage, especially in the city of Minneapolis and everything. So we haven't heard any protests, anything right now as we speak, but the mayor is fired up. The people in the Minneapolis fired up because they've seen this like something similar like this before, but this is going to a federal level, and people are tired of seeing stuff like this. And you hopefully, and I don't know what's going to happen, but if ICE agents really going, to continue doing this, using these tactics, and another citizen gets hurt, an American people in America that don't like that, they will do something. That's all I'm going to say. They will do something. I don't know what they're going to do, but they will turn something to the action. And this, like I said, I feel bad for the woman that got shot. She probably was innocent and everything, but it's just like if ICE agents keep doing these tactics that's up and beyond, it's not going to look good when it comes here in America. It's not going to look good.
Now, Donald Trump did speak on the whole aspect of the ICE Asian situation that happens in Minneapolis. He pretty much stated that to him, seeing the video it looked like self-defense. So if it looked like self-defense, then the ICE agent wasn't wrong to fairly shot that woman. But hopefully that is not the case. But it's just sad to see that these guys that get into these type of power is pretty much using it for harm than actually good. And that's why I'm against. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Instagram, Hit, Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every time we go live. Sad story that happened in Minneapolis. Moving on to other trending news. Jordan, what's going on with George Zimmerman?
Yes, that's a name we haven't heard in a while. So, according to reports, George Zimmerman, he is currently unemployed, homeless, and suffering from mental illness and struggling to find peace after shooting Trayvon Martin back in 2012 and being found out guilty. And right now, he is out, and his life has turned for the worse, as they say. That's reported. So now, knowing this information, that's something that happened. It says incident happened back in 2012. Now we see George Zimmerman. He's in a predicament that he is right now. Those of you guys, what you guys take on this?
I feel sorry for you. I keep laughing.
Hey, listen, God keep giving. Thank you, Jesus. Listen, I met.
Go ahead.
I met his mother. I met
Trayvon Martin's
mother.
Mm-hmm.
I met his mother. And when I tell you that you could see somebody so broken, I could see like she was already like dead inside. God, you're doing a good job, but it's not enough. He has to leave this planet. George Zimmerman got to leave this planet.
He suffered enough. You don't see he
No. It's not enough.
He can't find a job.
Not enough.
Well, that's the worst thing you can't do. You're dealing with Mr. Internet, can't find a job, and you're always gonna be known for the guy that that deleted Trayvon Martin.
I'm older. Me and Trayvon daddy around the same age.
Yeah, they are. Mm-hmm.
He could be my son. So when I look at Trayvon, I look at my son. And mind you, when it happened, I was already touched. Don't get me wrong, I was already touched like Michael Brown. Michael Brown was a fat dude. I thought that was my cousin. So when I look at these people and I say that, Lord Jesus, please strike down with the hands of God on my enemies. Him being homeless is good. Him eating out the trash, I can deal with that for now. But I want to see him off the planet. I want to see him off the planet.
That's the worst thing a person will ever face. Mental illness, you dealing with homelessness, you can't find a job, you're trying to do better. He's gonna lose himself. I'm afraid that he might. I'm afraid he might reenact that whole situation that happened in 2013 again. Because remember when he loses himself, he's gonna start going crazy, huh?
I think it's already. I think he's already at that stage, Ronnie. I think he's already at that stage. And
so,
now,
I'm nervous. I'm nervous that he might go back to that same neighborhood and start laying loose, Hakeem and Jordan. That's what I'm afraid of.
With him,
he's already broken. Go ahead.
Yeah. With him, he's broken down, and he's going to continue to break down. And because he's the scum of the earth. When it comes to scum of the earth, they keep breaking down, and they get sick, and it's over with. So George Zimmerman, you will continue to go down. He should have been guilty, but now life is really kicking him, and it's going to continue to kick him.
Moving on to other trending news, Jordan, what's going on with these four beautiful black women that pretty much tragically got deleted at coming home from a road trip, pretty much.
Exactly. Not flying, not taking the train, just a regular road trip, and and out of nowhere they was coming back home, and both four of their lives were taken instantly, but when they got all four of them got hit by the 18-wheeler. So go ahead and play the clip after that. We'll chop it up.
4 young women from the Houston area were returning back from a trip to Colorado That's their car on the right with its hazard lights on.
Looks like they were coming from a girls trip to Colorado and experienced a flat tire. And so what they did is they adhered to all of the traffic rules. They slowed down, turned on their hazard lights.
Attorney Rodney Jones is representing two of the families, that of Lakeisha Brown of Galveston and Brianna Brantley from the Missouri City area. The two other victims were Mayunique Johnson of Stafford and Taylor White of Missouri City. The car recording the video then gets ahead of their distressed car, which is now there on the left, hazard lights still on, and records the moment that car is hit by the 18-wheeler.
When you see the video, what does it lead you to believe?
You know, it leads me to believe that this driver was clearly distracted, grossly negligent. You know, he had ample time. This accident was clearly preventable.
DPS said the driver of the 18-wheeler failed to control his speed. Attorneys are suing the driver, Guadalupe Villarreal, and HEB, saying he was hauling HEB merchandise. They're also suing Parkway Transit Incorporated and Scrappy Trucking LLC. Attorney Rodney Jones says the families want first and foremost justice for their loved ones. 4 young women from the Houston.
Yeah, man, tragic. So go ahead, y'all. What's y'all take on this?
See, here's the thing: these 4 black women was doing the right thing, put their hazard lights on because they had a flat tire, driving very slow, doing what they're supposed to do, following the law. Now you have this other guy coming in with a 4-wheeler. I don't know what they do. They do that all the time. They be speeding. And I'm like, you guys have the biggest truck than everybody. You hit somebody, that's a wrap. They do that all the freaking time. Hit the car, the girls are gone, but the guy's still alive. And y'all guys already know my sentiment. Death for death. So you harm somebody, you need to be harmed too. I think the law need to change. I think that's what the problem is. These laws need to change because if people continue to do harm to one another and they realize they're getting off with a slap on the wrist. No, there has to be justice for the people that pretty much lost these loved ones. Because these black women literally was doing the right thing, and now their life was pretty much cut short because this guy was pretty much losing control of the highway. Go ahead, Akeem.
As a person who holds a CDL license, an active CDL license, who's driven trucks, I've been on the highway. You are supposed to abide by the speed limit as a truck driver. You're supposed to have adequate rest. There's a 10-hour reset that you do. Drivers are supposed to sleep 10 hours and they're only able to drive a certain amount of hours. What this goofy was doing, I'm not sure. Guadalupe, and mind you, I'm not going to judge him on this thing, but as a person who still holds an active CDL license, he did not control his speed. You're supposed to adhere to passengers, adhere to, you know what I mean? So him going that fast and knocking these people off, that's the thing. Now, one thing I am going to say this about them, the girls, while they're still driving on the flat tire, as soon as the tire starts to deflate, pull over and park.
True.
That's the only issue I have. Whenever I have a flat tire, I pull over and park. I don't know why I don't know why they was driving. All that trying to make it to the gas station and you're on the highway. Highways are very dangerous. Best thing to you is pull over. The safer you are is pulling over off to the side, and that's it.
Yeah, and yeah, this is very, very, very tragic. You know, putting their hazard lights on. You know, and like they look young too, so they're like, okay, what are we gonna do? You know, what are the options and everything? That's what that was probably what I was thinking because, you know, they, you know, not to say they probably don't know how to change a tire and everything. So, you know, usually, you know, they might, you know, they have AAA will come or other options they can have. But yeah, man, just the negligence of this 18-wheel, just not to just really look. I don't know what he was doing. Like, come on, like you have the open road right there. The car was right in front of you, and you're just gonna take some lives away. And with that being said, you know, I hope the lawyer, the parents, they sue the company. If he works for a company, that's sue him as well. And I hope this man, you know, spend the rest of his life in prison because you took 4 lives away.
No.
And it should have never been like that.
Not his rest of the life in prison. They need a death penalty. Stop. This prison thing is getting out of control. That's why people realize they're getting away with a lot of things because they know they're gonna spend the rest of their life in prison. They able to live while the other people are gone out of the face of the earth. No, they need to be gone too. I would say the law needs to be changed when it comes to certain things because, like I can't say that goofy who was driving on the highway, pretty much, he should have knew better. He should have knew better. But I think he was late delivering that package. And right now we're about to go about delivering a package too. It's an Amazon. Last topic on today's show: an Amazon driver and her son was shot at while delivering a package. Crazy world we living in.
Yeah, absolutely. And some people think it was race motivated. So we do have the clip. Go ahead and play the clip, and that will chop it up.
Jacob Trimble's Dodge Challenger is riddled with holes.
I'm reminded of the tragic that happened to me in this car every time I get in it.
Tashika's an Amazon driver who was delivering packages with her son, Jonathan Leake, last month when she pulled into a driveway in Ellerby. Tashika says a man and woman came to the porch and didn't answer when Jonathan asked if they were at the right address.
I said, well, let me get out and show them the package, Maybe they'll lighten up or whatever. And he was like, no, mama, look at them. Don't get out the car. Get out these people's yard.
Tashika found the right home down the street, but as they were leaving,
we hear gunshot. Then we hear little pricks, little over the car, and we both ducked. We looked at each other. All I can think about was protecting my child.
Sydney Pittman was arrested and charged with discharging a weapon into an occupied vehicle. Tashika wants to see that charge upped to attempted murder.
What about me and my son being in that car? He don't get more charges? He should have several more charges.
Pittman was released on bond, which is a frightening development for Tashika and her son because she says Pittman lives less than 10 minutes from them.
Being a victim, I shouldn't have to be in the same town with this guy wondering, what if I run into him? I don't know what he's capable of doing.
Tashika believes the shooting may have been racially motivated. Sheriff's officials haven't confirmed the circumstances of what happened. Tashika Trimble's Dodge Challenger is riddled with holes.
I'm reminded of the tragic that happened to me in this car every time I get in it.
Tashika.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with you guys. Do you agree with the driver to upgrade charges to attempted murder?
You want to know something, brother? Jordan, you know where we at.
Exactly.
Like, hey, if it was me, it would have been attempted murder. It would have been attempted him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he got bond.
Yeah, he did.
Easy. It was easy.
It didn't waste no time for him to get bond. He automatically got bond.
Bro,
it's crazy.
Just getting caught with a pistol, they put a hold on you here in Florida.
Yeah. Fact.
Just get caught with a pistol so they could run the serial. So for him to discharge a firearm and got a bond, come on, baby. Hey, everybody in the United States who watching this, you know where we at.
But it's crazy how everything always fall into race, which it shouldn't be race motivated. It should be like, okay, let's look at the evidence. The evidence is, yes, they was in the wrong house, but she was like, look, I just want to show you the package. Walk out and her son like, yo, don't go outside, mom, because you already know. Look at his eyes. He looked kind of crazy. He looked kind of loony. And then he comes out and shoot. Now, if she would have been evil and backed up the car and hit his behind, he flew back, then it would have got her an attempted murder charge. You get what I'm saying? It would have been the other way around. So, to me, they need to really, really look at the evidence. And not only that, but they lived like 10 minutes away from each other. So, I think he knew it was kind of, I think it looked like it was more. It was like his motive behind it. Because if he lived 10 minutes away from you, I mean, he probably dealt with you before. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Who know the whole story? But hopefully, he need an attempted murder charge. That's just my point. Yeah, go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. If I'm the woman, I'm probably can't afford it. But if you can get a lawyer, so you can fight this and put the charges against them, to do it. But yeah, it's Hakeem's right when it comes to him. When it comes to the charge that he had, and him being scot-free like that, I won't be surprised if he sees them again. He'll probably do it again if it's so easy to him to get out and everything. So yeah, there's black people. I'm just gonna say this: just watch yourself. Just watch yourself. That's all I'm gonna say.
You already know, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every time we go live. Guys, you already know it's so very important. You go to KL Culture Radio link that's posted on top of the chat and also in the description. That's where you can find the KL Culture Radio merch. That's where we got the t-shirt, the hat, the coffee mug, you name it. It's all in the KL Culture Radio store, and the link is pinned on top of the chat, and it's also in the description below. And if you guys are watching it in the mobile device, you should see like a t-shirt right there where you can just click on it and lead you guys right over to the merch. Go ahead, check it out. We got some good merch you guys will love, especially when we're about to head to the spring season. Other things, guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio Community Post. That's where we have important information like Prince Akeem, a.k.a. Broadway Fat album that's out now. You already know what time it is, guys. Let's play that record.
You gotta know that you're lucky, cause you here and your family's not. Lord, I'm so lucky that a nigga really made it. But I feel kinda guilty that my niggas didn't make it. R.I.P. my dead homie, man, I wish y'all niggas made it. Every night I done cry, but that shit feel kinda crazy. I'm so lucky that a nigga really made it. But I feel kinda guilty that my niggas didn't make it. R.I.P. my dead homies, man, I wish y'all niggas made it. Every night I done cry, but that shit feel kinda crazy. Ghetto boys growing up, all we want is to have fun. Growing pains of getting older, got a nigga feeling dumb. We was out here trying to get it, give a fuck who had a problem. When we went our separate ways, I felt the Lord had around me. Baby mama said you left, that shit turned me to a zombie. I said, Lord, please forgive me, man, I'm waiting in the lobby.
It is out now, so guys, go ahead and cut yourself a copy. It's in the community post, or the post they call it. Go check it out. And also Prince Akeem book, Black Love, and also Raising King. That's also out now. Go check it out. And guys, if y'all watch the shorts, you can see majority of the music is Prince Akeem, aka Broadway Fat. So you're like, who is the artist? It is that guy right there. And not only that, guys, be on the lookout. We got interviews coming up. We got people that we're gonna collab with. Just pay attention. That way, you guys got to make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We are out.